Welcome to the Heart of a Viking. This channel offers elementary art lessons taught by Mrs. Minto from the Cape Henlopen School District in Delaware. I look forward to virtually creating with you. There are new lessons posted weekly. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss a single one. So go grab your art supplies and your thinking caps and let's begin. Hey artists, go and get your puppets we started last week because today we are bringing the details and turning this into an ox. Alright, so to start today you need a scrap piece of white paper. It doesn't have to be too large. And I'm going to start by folding it over just a small amount. I'm going to be making the eyes and I'm going to be using the double cutting technique. So I'm going to draw only one eye, just one. Then I'm going to grab my black crayon and color just that middle portion black, leaving the rest white. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a little tiny bit of blue around the edges. I want him to have blue eyes but big black pupils in the center. Next, I'm going to go ahead and get my scissors and double cut. Remember, that means I'm cutting through both layers of paper at the same time. Now, lay them side by side. Use your pencil to draw the pupil and the iris on this eye to match the first eye. Okay, back to my white paper. I'm going to trim off the part where I had drawn the eyes. Now I have a rectangle again. Folding over a small portion this time, a little smaller than last time, I'm going to make a horn shape, kind of like a triangle, but it has a bit of a curve to it. And then double cut. I don't have to color these because horns are white, right? So I just need to double cut and then lay them aside to wait for me to put them on in a second. Let's see, did I do it? If I have two, I did it right. Yep, I do. All right, horn number one and horn number two. I got to flip them the right way. There we go. All right, we have just enough scraps here to make some ears. All right, fold it again. Draw my ear shape, another type of triangle, but more of a straight kind of solid triangle, not curved like the horns were. And I want my ears to be brown and furry, so I'm allowing myself to color out of the lines a little bit so it has kind of a furry look. Double cut through both pieces of paper. I'm cutting it kind of wiggly to get those furry spikes there. Great, and then I'll color the second one to match the first one since I double cut again. Alright, so now I need another scrap of paper. I used up my first one, and I'm going to make a large oval. This is going to be for the front of his snout, his nose. So a kind of a long, flat oval with two nostrils. I know, nostrils is a silly word, you're right. And I'm going to color in those nostrils with my black crayon. And then I think I'll make his nose. Brown would be okay, but I think I'm going to make mine kind of a peachy brown. So I'm starting with peach and I'll add a bit of brown to it to kind of get it to be the color I want it to be. Then grab our scissors and cut out the nose. Okay, so now we're going to make a change. Let's put away our crayons for a second. Keep that piece of extra paper. We need that. And we're going to get ourselves a glue stick. Get that guy ready to go. Now let's pause here for just 1 second. Now, if we look ahead, you can see that I have the puppet with the mouth opening towards me. That's really important because when we put the eyes on, we need to make sure that the eyes are looking towards the mouth. If not, then your eyes are going to be glued on backwards, which is really easy to fix. You just have to take them off, turn them around, and glue them back on. But try to put it this way so that the mouth is facing towards you, and then the eyes will also be looking in that same direction. Okay, so I'm going to put a little line of glue right here about halfway down the square shape there, and I'm going to make a little bend. This is important. That little bend right there is what's going to help your eyes stand up. So I made a little fold at the bottom of my eye, and I'm only putting the fold in the glue. So press, 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 and then stand that right back up, because we want these eyes to be 3D. That means that they stand up on their own. So by putting that little fold at the bottom and then putting that fold into the glue and making sure that these guys stand up, like I have them pressing down right now, but as soon as I'm done, I'm going to stand them back up so that they are looking towards me. There we go. That's perfect. Okay, same thing's going to happen with the nose, the snout. I'm going to put a little fold at the bottom of the snout, put a little line of glue right there near the mouth. Fantastic. And then put this little guy right into that glue. And then you can push it around as you're holding it, but then make sure it stands back up when you're all done. Okay, looking good. Let's continue. We have some ears to put on the same way. The ears are going to go behind the eyes. So those eyes are standing up right there, and I'm going to make both my little folds this time ahead of time. And then put my glue behind the eyes. And you can move the eyes if you can't get back there, but I'm putting mine right here. And then stick those little flat parts into the glue. And then same thing with the horns, same idea, make the little fold, put the glue, and these are going behind the ears. There it is. Okay, let's put this glue aside and we're going to test it out. Let's put our fingers, in the top of the folds there. There's those little pockets, remember? My thumb in the bottom, and I can open and close the mouth now. Perfect. So if I wanted to, I could stop here. But if you want and you have a little extra white paper, let's make some teeth for inside of your ox's mouth. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I am measuring across how wide my mouth is. And I'll put a little mark on my piece of white paper. And then I'll trim that off just like that. So now I have a little piece that's the same length as my mouth. Okay, so I am going to fold this one in half, but I'm not going to do my secret double cutting technique. This time I'm going to use that fold as a cutting line. So after I fold it, I'll open it up and cut straight up the center there. Put one aside, but I am going to use it, so don't lose it. Now on this one, I'm going to use my pencil to make some straight lines that go down across. Now these teeth look pretty long to me. So after I make these lines going down, these are like the separation between the teeth. Then I'm going to do the other side as well. The other piece of paper for the bottom of his mouth. Okay, and then make my little fold across the bottom. That's the part where the glue goes, remember? Okay, now if you want, you can leave the teeth just like this with the flat edges at the top. That's what it would look like. However, I want mine to look a little bit more like my teeth that have some rounded edges. So I'm going to take my scissors and just kind of like cut a wavy line across the top, sort of dipping down where the line is in the center there. There we go. And it's okay if one tooth ends up smaller than another. It's okay if one ends up bigger than another. Every tooth is different, especially in an ox. Who knows what they're eating that could crack or break their teeth? So make sure that when you're working, don't get worried if one tooth is a different shape than another one. Okay, so let's grab our glue stick one last time. We'll put a line of glue right here inside the mouth, awesome, at the top and then also at the bottom. And then using the little fold that we made earlier, press that into your glue, bottom and top. All right, looking good. Let's put them on our hand one last time. Here we go. Oh, chomp, chomp, chomp. These are so cute. I love them. All right, I hope you had a great time making your puppet. I hope you have fun playing with it. And guess what? You can use this technique to make any animal you want. So I challenge you not only to make the ox with me today, but maybe try and create a different animal that you want to make. Maybe a bunny with big floppy ears at the top and two little teeth in the middle of his mouth. Or maybe an imaginary animal that you make up. I hope you have a great time no matter what, and I'll see you back here next time at the Heart of a Viking. HOB artists, don't forget to hop on over to Art Sonia to upload a photograph of your piece of artwork to your art portfolio. I can't wait to see it.